Welcome, punks, to the interview session with your hosts, Rashawn and Kesh, and today we have a guest who, even in the way back times of the show, people wanted on. We have Valeras. What's up, Valeras? What's up, bro?
Yo, what's going on, bros and sis? Yo, it's good to be here, man. We up to, guys?
Speaking of what you're up to, like, what took so long, man? I'm sure Ali has asked you like a year ago. I'm sure Cyber asked you a year ago. Where the delay at, bro? Why the delay?
You know, I don't even play CnR in a year, so I don't really keep up with the Kardashians in the CnR in a sense. So, but fuck with that.
Well, hey, I understand that. You really played CnR anyway. But before we get into the last time you played CnR, how and when did you find CnR?
It was back in maybe. Well, I did find CnR maybe 2008. I was on and off. I was playing various server, and then I just become regular player in 2010. Now that was when my name turned from Diaz to Valeras, right? And since 2010, that has been my main name, you know. So I've been playing CnR consistently from 2010 to 2014, and that's when I moved, to university and shit like that. So I stopped playing CnR so often, and it's almost like the only reason why I come here is to interact with you people, You have the Russians, the Vega, and the Ron and the Fuzz.
Yeah, you said it before. Every time that you get mad in Discord at nights, whenever Lil Tank gets you mad, you're always like, you know what? I'm gonna have to be here. It's a prize. It's a prize for me to be here, bitches, or something like that, But yeah, now what does the name Valeras even mean?
There's a gas station. There's a gas station.
Oh, Valera. Okay, Valera.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. So I just kind of derivative.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I remember last time I was with Micah, or when I was like a little kid, we there was a Valero gas station. Yeah,
no, it wasn't in Jamaica. You're lying. You're
okay, no. It was a Texaco. My bad. It was a Texaco.
It was Texaco.
Yeah, Texaco.
Valera's in Florida. That's a nice state, by the way.
Florida? Valeras, you're kind of crazy, man. So I can see you going to Florida one day, man.
The sweet females and so on, and a nice beach.
Okay, first of all,
Valeras, did you go to American University?
Of course. All right.
How did the girls like you?
I feel like they were very intrigued. It was very to really stand out. So I think it was like clockwork, because I'm Jamaican and the accent and everything is like, oh my word, you're like a wonder, So it was pretty smooth.
Oh, my bad.
You should take some notes.
Notes from what?
For that.
From your brother.
Doing what?
I said you should take some
I know, but like, what
Right.
notes should I be taking?
On how to get.
See, maybe if you were more Jamaican, you would attract certain type of the lady.
Like a cash, like a cash quality. High quality girl, right, Russian?
Oh my god.
There's a varying quality. When you talk about
top grade girl, man.
Exactly.
I tell you, the ego's being stroked right now. I tell you.
Maybe me and Valeras are better matching. More I like.
Me.
You.
Possibly.
No, absolutely, I think Russian and Kesh. I feel like Russian, I can really train this guy to be, a top man, can really please, you better, As in, Russian have it. Russian has potential to be a top man for you,
Okay, Blaze.
I
Now, how
believe
do
that.
I be a top man? Huh?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Valeras, what does make a top man?
it's just a mentality, you know. Like, you know, you are from, Russians from Connecticut, and people tend to be political correct there, you know. They're trying to be, Mr. Nice Guy, Mr. I want to please the SJWs and the libtards and so on. You have to really, express yourself without any filter, you know. The VL style.
Okay. I would usually dismiss that, but yeah, you're right.
Right.
I'm very conservative when it comes to what I say. And I wish I wasn't so, but you know, baby steps. You feel me? You feel me?
Baby steps since 2012, right?
Baby steps since 2012. Yes. Yes.
Wow.
It takes a lot of steps. You feel me? So you know that's just how it be, Blair. Just how it be. But as long as I follow your 12-step program to be a top man, I'm confident that I will be to the standard of anybody.
Where does yum come from?
I mean, it's like, I think it started back in 2014. As it was during the World Cup time. And then I saw this nice, I'm a Brazil fan. We won the Copa America, by the way. Big up Brazil straight. Well, they see this nice Brazilian model, that was repping Brazil. I was like, yum, yum. I don't know where that come from, but I think it was during that time, during 2014 World Cup, when we start say yum, yum consistently. We see a nice girl,
Yeah.
So every time you see a nice girl, you just can't help to say yum yum, huh?
Exactly.
I hear you spend a lot of time on Instagram, Valeras, doing yum. So, how many followers you got on Instagram?
I don't really have much followers. I think I have, how many followers? 700 or so on. These are people that I know, so on. So
How
it's not
many?
really. I follow like 700 accounts and 700. So
Yeah.
I'm not really the Instagram king as yet, But like when I go on Instagram, I go on the Explore tab and I see a lot of nice people. God created a lot of great people for us to just look at.
What?
Have you ever tried Tinder, Valeras?
Tinder, I only go on it. Oh no, I don't do that in Jamaica. I just really style and pattern, real life, I haven't tried online thing ever because you're at school, as in you have better access, right? But because maybe for like a working world, maybe you have to probably Tinder the blood clot or something like that.
You're the real life man.
Yeah, but that may have to change because there's no more access to high qualities. So that's so.
Yes, you gotta find other avenues for the high qualities, Yeah.
Yeah. You're right, bro.
Yeah, exactly. And access is not always open,
And the funny thing about fucking Russian is that he's afraid to rate girls out of 10, right? You, little tank, you guys, and vegan sometimes, right? You guys are afraid to rate girls out of 10 because, oh my God, you want to be political correct. Oh my God, as man, you're supposed to rate girls out of 10. That's the healthy, manly thing to do. Stop being bitches and stop calling real girls fake. Stop calling real girls fake because you're not fake. You're real.
Alright, first of all, Valeras.
Sabrina is fake though.
Owned it.
Valeras, though, what does make 10 out of 10? I mean, what are you into? Like boobies, ass, face? I mean, obviously not the personality. That's hard to rate over Instagram. Right?
Yeah. I mean, it's holistical, holistical, If you don't necessarily have the best burst, you can make it up back in some other way. Everything is holistic. It's not one feature. It's like everything in one.
So if she has like tiny ass, she can still be 10 out of 10.
Depends. I mean, it can't be too extremely small,
Yeah.
Everything have to be balanced and well proportioned. That's why I don't like the fake girls, I hate fake women.
Wrong.
Do you like fake boobs and fake lips and stuff like that? Lip
Oh
injection?
no, I hate duck lips. And the first thing, 50-50.
What you mean 50-50? So she has one fake boob and one normal?
Unless it's a medical purpose, unless it's for medical purpose, I can say, okay, this girl has a 9 out of 10. But if it's for like, cosmetic and it's overly big, I'll say, no, she's so fucking fit.
Do you do this in real life? Do you like walk down the street and you're like, damn, this girl's 10 out of 10, this girl's 6 out of 10?
In real life, I just say, oh, this girl looks good and just move on. I don't really spend much time, as it's not what it seems in real life. In real life, I'm more balanced, I'm more human, I'm more civil. But when it comes down to Discord and CnR, there's a wild side that's been hidden. And
on Discord is actually air humping.
Exactly. I mean, that's just the Valeras persona.
So you have this personality online, but like in real life, you're a nice dude who doesn't say you. And
I mean, I wouldn't say nice. I'm just regular. But I mean, it's online. I mean, I don't know you guys in real life as yet. But it's just where I can just be more anonymous, even though you guys know my full name. But I can be more anonymous and just express myself more. Of course, I'm expressive in real life, but I'm more expressive in the Discord and them place there.
Would you wanna hang out with Roshan in real life?
No, actually, Roshan said that he would have cooked for me when I come to the United States. But so far, he hasn't driven down. There's a road that leads from Connecticut to Carolina North, and he hasn't done.
It's a long drive, man.
What a baddie, Roshan.
It's a long
What
drive.
a
It's a very long drive, but also Blair said he doesn't like fake women. Blair's 70% of all the girls that you post in Little Tank's Discord are fake and have had some type of plastic surgery. Right?
Why do they look good? They just look good. Leave them alone.
And Bigger can attest to that because he sees everyone that you post as well. All right, 70% have, and it's not even like you have to analyze them. Like you can see them 2 seconds, you can see they have fake tits.
You know how the pictures are all angled so they look good. That's exactly what the Instagram pictures are.
Exactly.
They're illusions.
Well, that was a nice illusion. What are illusions?
Well, I mean, yeah. Well, Blair's. Also, tell us about the method that you were explaining last night.
What method?
The leave it in there method.
Oh, basically, don't pull out, get the girl pregnant if the girl is really, 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 really beautiful, right? That's when you leave it in and get her pregnant.
Why?
So.
Why? What's the logic?
Because as in it has a different feel to it when you just leave it in. I've never felt that before because I don't want to I can't afford a pregnancy right now. But just imagine it being really, really, really nice.
I thought he meant like detach his dick and just run.
No.
Why only if a girl is really, really, really hot? I mean, the feeling is the same if the girl is ugly or not.
No. We want to have good offsprings, We want to have, model.
Just without them, of course.
Don't you think she'll kill you after she figures out you're not that inside her?
Well, she would want the child as well because she would want to have nice children. She wants to have good,
Okay, wait,
children with
can I interrupt
genes.
you? I have to AFK. Do you guys want to keep this going, or should I go to a break? Because you guys have very good flow right now. So yeah, okay. I'll keep the show. I'll be right back.
I just wanted to ask him if. Do you think half-caste babies are the best-looking babies out there?
Half what? What is that?
Half-caste, like when a white woman and a black dude, or a black woman and a white dude have. It's not black and it's not white.
Of course. As in, look at the gay models and look at the the Instagram models. They're all mixed up. Exactly. That's the diverse that we need in this. Everybody looks so one race. One race is boring. Have some diversity.
So you don't like black girls?
What? Of course I do. I'm just saying that mixed children are really, 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 model quality.
You don't have like any preferences, like Asians or whatever?
No, if a girl, no racial preference. If a girl look good, girl look good. Regardless, no race. White, black, Hispanic, Asian, Indian.
You just came back to say yes? Nice.
Yeah, once you get. What are you talking about?
Never mind. I asked him if he thinks Asians look better than the rest.
Oh, there's no preference, man.
Exactly.
I think Russian like the Asian woman.
Yeah, I have no preference either when it comes down to it. Why do you say that, Blaze? Why do I like the Asian women?
Because you had the animes and the girls that you look at on Twitch. I think they're like Asian in race.
Oh, by the way, do you watch Twitch, girl? Did you
No.
buy some bath water?
Yo, F no. Yo, Twitch girls are so fake.
They're fake, but Instagram girls aren't fake.
No, the ones that I post are, well, some of them are fake, but I acknowledge that they're fake. But the Instagram girls that I say yum yum to, they are real.
How are Twitch girls fake?
You know that Twitch girl has probably been taking that one picture 2 days and adjusting the angle.
They have no talent.
What? Like, girls, like, yo, a girl that sits down and play games 24/7. Yo, can she cook? Right? Can she clean the fucking house? Can she have a conversation outside of the whole gaming BS?
Can a girl that's posing on Instagram for 2 days trying to find angle, can she cook? I mean, most of them probably.
Well,
Good
they
point.
can.
Do all of that.
Can
Yeah.
you cook?
Of course.
Valeras?
Yeah,
Really?
yeah.
You have a... Oh, you don't have Independence Day.
Independence is August 6th for Jamaica.
Could you eat broccoli 4 days in a row?
Not 4 days. No, I don't have to eat one food 4 days in a row. I can cook various foods. But broccoli, I get tired of that. I get tired of food very easily. That have diversity.
Do you?
Oh,
Yeah.
what's your favorite food though?
To be honest, I have no favorite food, but I like Italian sometimes. I like Asian sometimes. Definitely Jamaica is always my number one go-to. But if you talk about exotic foods, that's not Jamaican. Italian, Asian, and Indian. Oh gosh, Indian real.
Indian.
Yeah, so you're a food connoisseur, huh? You're gonna have your cooking show soon, huh?
Yeah, I'm cooking Papa.
Valeras tries it.
That would be fun actually. I would watch that.
Yeah, yo, I'll definitely bring your boyfriend Russian in the and then
Someone
now you
who's
definitely glue. Of course
Second
Yes, of
point.
course.
he is.
Yes, well, Valeras already has a Valeras tries it, so there you go. Anyway, let's that's gonna be tough to edit. But next up, Valeras, let's get back to CnR for just a little bit. So last week you got your ass kicked. Chivo kicked your ass along with 5 or 6 others. He did say you can play, but you haven't tried yet. step by step, what happened during Chivo's tirade that led to you getting your ass banned?
Alright, so basically, I don't play CnR often, but it was 4th of July, right? I mean, I had a little free time. I took a break up Valeras Capital work for the day and so on. And then I went in the Discord in I don't know what's that Discord called with Faz and Simon.
Just say Harry. It's Harry's Discord.
Oh, Harry's Discord and so on. So I went on. I was like, I saw people playing CnR. I saw people in one big, chat, voice chat. I was like, the guys playing CnR. I was like, let me just join CnR and so on. Right, I joined CnR, and then I was just cruising and so on. And then I don't know if either Ron crashed into me or something, but Ron picked me up. Ron, Faz, and Harry, the crew picked me up, and they collected some of their boys. They went to the city hall and so on, right? And then it looked like they were stalking Chivo, right? I was like, you guys talking Chivo, you guys trolling Chivo, So I was like, you know what? Let's go ahead. And then I was like, I didn't intend to stalk Chivo, I just intend to hang out, And then I saw how they were trying to block Chivo path, like creating like a man, man prison around. Yeah. Like they tried to surround Chivo, do some sit aid commands, some dance commands. And then when I saw these guys trying to, do the kiss command punch, he was like, blood clot, me no kiss ass. So at that point right there, you just top antagonize Chivo. I barely even, I spent like 1 minute, 2 minutes, trolling Chivo, and then I left because, these guys were kissing Chivo ass. I was like, no. All right. And then afterwards, apparently they were attacking some guy and so on. And then I punched this guy once, and then I got the kill. I was like, whoa, I got the kill. And I was like, I went to prison and things like that. I was like, oh gosh, you know what? And then I got out of prison. I went to the city hall. I couldn't join the city hall and so on, right? I was like, my intention was to hang out with the boys, not necessarily to antagonize Chivo. But I went on the unregistered nickname, not Valeras, because I wanted to go to the checkpoint in the ghost town, right? Because back in the days, because back in the days you could have get $75,000. I was like, I haven't tried this thing in years. So I got tickled by the ghost like 3-4 times.
Tickled by a ghost.
Yeah, tickled to death by the ghost, But afterwards, I went to hang out with the guys and so on. I was actually, antagonizing everything, right? Everything was, everything tried to block me from antagonizing him, but that didn't work out. But I spent the entire time, trying to troll everything, and then Chivo, got fed up and just banned a lot of people, including me, even though I wasn't antagonizing him, very on a consistent basis, barely around for like 2 minutes and so on. I was actually antagonizing everything, right? But everything didn't see a problem in that, right? Everything. But yeah, that's how I got banned.
Damn, there you go. So after that experience, would you, when you see a big crowd of bros in that channel,
you forgot to include that you complained Newklear for being a homosexual.
Oh yeah, I did. I really did. Yeah, I did. Yeah, because that's my. I just feel like it's a problem because he was messaging me and so on, and he was like, "Yo," I was saying, "Yo, stop being gay and so on." The man just give me some face emoji, like he's like pleased by it. I was like, "Oh my word, I need to complain this guy."
Oh my god.
Well, I mean, back in the day, man, Newklear is one of those dudes that were kind of off. The Mumble, the CUSA Mumble era, the CnR Mumble era. A lot of odd people back then, You had Newklear, Assassin, Noise, Poetic Bobby B. Lots of weird dudes, you know, all the same. All the same. Don't you miss them days, huh?
Not really.
Yeah, me neither. Me neither. Those were the worst days in voice chat history, you know? It's a lot better now that we...
Xenophobic Jamaicans.
Oh, we love foreigners. Yo, we love people like you. Which country are you from? You know, when are you going to come over?
Yeah, we're very accepting, alright? It's just that, you know...
I'm not sure about you, American ski.
Listen, alright. I mean, listen, I understand Newklear's your bro, but if Valeras feels like he's being imposed on, then no issue. Absolutely no issue. Absolutely no issue, you know? That was what happened back in the old days, you know? It's pretty awkward. Pretty awkward. If it wasn't, you know, geary, it was stupidity. And if it was stupidity, it was,
what is worse, though?
What?
Gary or stupidity?
Both.
Well, I think stupidity is worse because, like, you can look at stupidity, and stupidity can be imposed on you, and it can both be stupid. But if it's
Gary includes stupidity, so.
But if it's geary, like if you see geary from afar, it's like, all right, not a part of that. But if geary's being imposed on you, that's when you gotta take the pitchfork out. You understand? You know, that's how it be. Like that's.
You have to turn around, face the wall with your ass.
No, absolutely not.
Wow, an American is homophobic. Wow, I never thought I would ever see something like that.
That's wrong, alright? There's a difference between being homophobic and, okay. So here's the thing, alright? Can't believe we're being in this conversation right now, alright? There is
what
nothing...
do you think is gonna happen with Cash and Valeras being in the same room and you?
There's something that there's absolutely nothing wrong with being geek, but once you come here with that snit, get the fuck out. You know what I mean? That's how it be. That's how it be. So it's just how it be. Speaking of that, Blair's, last week we had a brethren on the show. He was Debo. So I'm gonna ask you the same question. When you were a new player and you saw all this. You know, autism in chat, you know, the racism in chat, which you probably have not been exposed to in a mass scale before. What'd you think?
So racism, you're talking about racism.
Yeah.
Well, I remember vividly, I've never really experienced racism, you know, at a great scale. I think I just find, certain slangs and certain comments. Like, I remember No Mercy used to call me Taco because of my ethnicity. Right? I was like, oh, cool, that's not a big deal. I think I got sensitive back in the days. I was sensitive, I can't tell you that. Me can't tell you for a fucking fact, say, I did cry a little bit too much. But I think, like, I remember in 2014, when in the Mumble server, there's a guy named Texas Made Mexican, Frengosio. And he always called me, oh, monkey, and them things that even Vega still call me monkey and so on. Yeah. As in, like, back in 2010, 2014, I used to throw fits. But like when I stopped giving a fuck and becoming more like open up like a flower, like a gentle flower. And
oh my God.
It's fucking phone. Alright, so
just pick it up.
This is great. It's
This is best history ever.
Yes. In fact,
I'm saying it's some fucking telemarketer. Anyways, so yeah, I think when I become more flamboyant and more, don't give a fuck type vibe, I just laugh at racism. Even the racism that I get from Vega, I laugh at that. I laugh at the racism.
Yeah, I mean, that's the perfect way to deal with it, you know what I mean? Like, after a while, you get desensitized and, it's like, it's funny. or it's like, you know, you shake your head and you know, view them as a 14-year-old. You know what I mean? And that's a great feeling when you do that.
I did not know I was being racist. I just thought you liked bananas.
Yeah, I like bananas. Of course, it was nice. I like those comments, because if you didn't tell me that I didn't like bananas, I would have a habit where I eat bananas every day. It's good in potassium. I know that Rashan and Vega probably like some girl named Potassium. Anyways, so I think bananas would be good for them.
Isn't she fucking Australian?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh,
It's
guys.
really cute
Nice
though.
relation.
If you pass on this one, Sean, I will take it.
Yeah,
Oh, Rashan, you supposed to be locking down Kesh.
yes, I've got the lock, literal lock. It's on my it's beside my belt right now. I've got the lock. You know.
Wow, that's getting sexual really quickly.
Yeah, that's why you like it.
Yes. So yeah, we'll use the lock soon. But anyway, speaking of lock, so apparently you're a Michael Jackson fan, huh? And people have been ridiculing you about your staunch defense of him and the Neverland Ranch. Just tell us that we should you know, look at Michael Jackson's positives and you know, not overhype his accusations, you know, because he's been gone from the world for about 11 years now, and we should honor him, right?
Alright, so basically, this goes to the two questions that I have in the forums, right? I think one of them was like, Luke from Lucas, and he's like, why do you support Michael Jackson as a person when he really touched them little boys? Go watch Leaving Neverland. Like, yo, I watched Leaving Neverland. It's foolishness. These guys, these accusations, why didn't they make the accusations when he was alive? Right? Because these guys run out of money and they want to hear Leaving Neverland because they want clout, they want money. They're broke ass bitches. They have to spoon off of Michael Jackson to get money. Now Michael Jackson has been dead for 10 years. He can't defend himself when he's dead. And these guys are talking smack about a legend. Right? This guy, Michael Jackson, has changed the world. He's very inspirational. He's one of the top black performers. And because he's a black man, well, in genetically speaking, right? They want to trash down his legacy. He never touched his nobody has evidence if he actually touched the kids. And goes to the second question by Harry Thompson, right? He says, yeah, MJ innocent, bro. Of course, well, he's innocent. FBI got involved in this case, right? And they found nothing. FBI is not, they're like anti-corrupt in my opinion, right?
Yeah.
Nobody can't buy the FBI. The FBI said MJ is innocent. You know, he's really innocent.
Well, yeah, you know, they always trying to bring a brother down, you know what I mean? That's how it be. I don't have any rebuttal against Michael Jackson. He's been a legend, you know what I mean? I have not watched the Neverland thing, though it is funny to talk snit. But one person that you cannot defend is R. Kelly.
Yo, fuck Ron, but anyways, fuck R. Kelly. Yo, I mean, oh, hold on. Did I actually say fuck R. Kelly?
Yes.
Yeah, I did. That's my real life opinion on R. Kelly, to be honest. I did hate Chicago because of R. Kelly. I did hate the 90s. I hate Chicago Bulls because of R. Kelly. Remember, I Believe I Can Fly? I was like, oh my word. Flying at a young girl pum pum. I was like, oh my word. No.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, what did you think about the interview he did a few months ago when he went crazy?
This is not me. I'm fighting for my life.
It was fake. It was act. It was an act, right?
Well, I don't know if it's an actor or not, but that pussy need to go to jail, dog. Why you can't rape a young girl? Right? These young girls don't want a young man like me, but want old rapist boy because him have a little $1 million.
Actually, yeah, that's right. That's right. So it's but I feel like it's not by choice though. I mean, Aaliyah was like 15. You know, I don't know.
It was by choice.
Was so you're saying that Aaliyah by choice was like 14 years old, just was, you know, so enticed by R. Kelly.
Yeah, remember that between the age of 14, 15, 16, yo, these girls are really flighty. Am I right or am I right, Kesh? Am I right?
I don't know, man. Depends on which one. But
alright,
enjoy.
look.
Go ahead, Blaze.
Alright, so alright, Kesh, alright, imagine you know, when you're 15, 16, you see this nice, you know, muscular, you know, nice body, you know, black R&B singer that can really sing the clothes off for you, right?
The clothes off me.
Exactly, and serenade you, and then he enters inside of your heart, your mind, your spirit, and your body, right? Tell me if you would not be, you know,
That sounds
captivated.
That sounds better already than any of my boyfriends. So
exactly, you see, that's the influence and R. Kelly's popular, right? Exactly. Oh, God. Anybody, any young girl would get, you know, captured by R. Kelly, and it's by their choice. It was a bad choice.
Yep.
Alright, it's funny how Valeras is making more sense during this interview than most nights on Discord. But,
Bullshit.
what a relation. But, yeah, like, good. At least you agree R. Kelly should be thrown into jail, and the key gotta be thrown away. Let's switch gears a bit. So you like to bangwagon?
Bullshit. I mean, alright, go ahead. Answer the. Give me the fucking question.
So you've had a couple of you know, short-lived you know, fandoms of some teams. Like for example, you were a Miami Heat fan, and then when LeBron left the Heat, all of a sudden somehow you were a Hawks fan. And there were times where we'd bring the Miami Heat back up. You'd be like, Heat who? Or stuff like that. There was also another time during a Superb Owl about 4 or 5 years ago. In the first quarter of that game, you were a Seahawks fan. And then they... Hold on. Who won that game? You were a Broncos fan, excuse me. And then they were sucking. And starting the second quarter, you were all of a sudden a Seahawks fan. So you were a fan of both teams during the same game. You can't refute this.
And then?
I think at first you were a Seahawk fan Bronco fan because of Princess Ken, but that's irrelevant. And also, you're a Man U fan, the team with the most storied history in the Premier League, which is pretty, you know, coincidental, if you ask me. So, just for those guys that have noticed your bangwagoning throughout the years, including Mish Mix, who brought up the idea of the Miami Heat butt plugs and all of that. What?
I heard the butt plugs, and I hope I heard it right.
Yeah, you did. It's right.
What was with butt plugs?
It's Russian and it's in his body.
Wrong. Absolutely not. Mish Mix, he brought up a troll because Valeras was he was a Miami Heat fan back then, and something about butt plugs got into that, and they had a fight. It's pretty funny. You should watch the video. But what's with the bangwagoning, Valeras? Defend your bangwagoning position.
Alright, so firstly, I've been a Man United fan since 2010. But yeah, like from ever since and up till now, I'm a Man U fan. And Man United not doing good right now. Like fucking Man U is doing trash. They haven't get good players. They have played like trash. But I'm still not switching to no other football club side. I've been a Brazil fan since 2006. Up till now, I'm a Brazil fan. right? So when it comes down to football, or what you Americans call soccer. Right? Fuck off. Anyways,
That's my boy.
yeah, homegirl. Yeah, but I'm saying that like when it comes down to like association football or whatever, and you know I'm really loyal to Jamaica as well. But when it comes down to like that sport, I'm loyal straight 100%, right? When it comes down to American football now, right? When it comes down to American football, I was a casual fan. I wasn't really a die-hard fan. It's almost like you go to like a bar and a club and you just support a team because you just watched the Super Bowl. That was the scenario. And I think what happened with the whole switch from the Seahawks, from
the Broncos and Seahawks, yeah.
Yeah, because I really despise Princess Kenny a lot. I was like, we can't be supporting the same team. Well, let me tell you the truth. They were losing and I switched, right? But it didn't matter because I was a casual fan, right? I was a casual fan. It don't matter, right? I'm not going to buy no Seahawks jersey or no Broncos jersey or no merchandise, right? It was just casual, right? And that was probably the only time where I could agree that I was a bandwagon. No, in terms of basketball, no. I was really a diehard Miami Heat fan. Trust me, I can tell you that for a fact. And it was because of LeBron James. I'm going to really tell you the truth. And I've been a big admirer of Dwayne Wade in 2006. Actually, I've been a Miami Heat fan. Well, I started being a Miami Heat fan in 2006 with the Dwayne Wade era. And you could say that a bandwagon the 2006 era with Wade and Shaq and Alonzo Mourning. Mm-hmm. Right?
Yeah. It's the year they won, right?
Yeah, they won that year. And in 2010, I was like, oh my word, I became a bigger Miami Heat fan because LeBron James and Bosh. Dog, I was, like we had, if you go on the CUSA thread in the forum, we have a lot of heated discussion about Miami. It was like, it was really intense and, intense discussion. I can show you guys the video, What? What do you mean? Miami Heat is the best team in the world. I was really a diehard Heat fan. And then when LeBron left, he was the worst summer ever. Actually, I was like, let's see what Miami Heat does in the off season. They didn't really do much. And I think they didn't make the playoffs. I was like, I hate Miami Heat. And then afterwards, I did sign a bandwagon forum saying that I wanted to be an Atlanta Hawks fan. They had Horford, Teague, and Millsap. I was like, this team was first in the Eastern Conference. And I can say that was definitely another bandwagon, right?
Oh yeah. You actually physically filled out a bandwagon switch form to go to be a Hawks fan. I remember that shit.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, because Atlanta Hawks plays like the Spurs. I know that the Spurs beat the Miami Heat, the season, the same season that LeBron left.
LeBron got cramps, yeah.
Exactly. I've been an Atlanta Hawks fan for like 2015, 2016 until Teague, Horford, and Millsap left. And then I think that was in 2017. And then because I'm affiliated with Duke, like college basketball was my next thing. Before I go to Duke and so on, I was a Louisville fan, right? Because
Rick Pitino.
Because Wash University St. Louis was no fucking school anyway, so college basketball. So I was like, so I just became a Louisville fan because of Ricky Pitino. And guess what? I became
he got into a scandal.
No, hold on, not that. It's because guess what's the name of the center?
Zhang? Was it Zhang? Who was the center? Louisville Center? The KFC Yum Yum Center?
Yes!
The Yum Yum Center, yes, there you go.
And then Rick Ross did mention about Ricky Pitino. I was like, yeah man, he sounds like a real mafia boss. Anyways, that was a short-lived bandwagon. And then because I went to Duke now and so on, I was 2017, I was like, you know what? Duke! I've been Duke from ever since, and that will never change. So instead of supporting one NBA team, I just support the team that has a Newklear on, right? And we have been winning multiple championships, have been celebrated and winning
Yeah,
and so
but
on.
did you celebrate this season?
Yeah, I celebrate when Zion Williamson got first round pick.
I meant okay. I'll let you slide. But how that leads into my next question of how good do you think Zion Williamson's gonna be?
Boy, alright, we just need to, get him fit, get him, tell him to stop eating Popeyes. And, you like Popeyes to cash? I can give you some Popeyes chicken, homemade,
Sean already brought me some.
Oh shit! nice job, Rashan.
Yeah, I did.
No, actually, I was gonna say 2 seconds ago, like when Debo was here interviewing, I had to ask Debo, are you more intelligent and sexier version of the Rashani?
I think everybody is.
But with you, Valeras, I think that's given, so.
What did Valeras just say?
What a faggot. What a faggot.
I heard something gay as I sneeze.
Bullshit. No, I don't. I haven't said anything gay. What the?
Sean, let's be real here for a second. The dude calls soccer football. That's a keeper, man. I cannot say anything else. Yeah.
It's soccer. That's all I can say.
That's
Yo, Rashan, you need to. Yo, it's football.
They call it soccer, and over here we call
Yo,
it.
Rashan, you want the girls? You have to call it football. If you want the men, call it soccer.
Oh boy. I tell you, I'm writing all this down, Valeras. Don't worry. I'm writing
Do you
all this
have
down.
a little sketch pad open or notebook? Should be scribbling in there.
Yeah, I'm scribbling. Speaking of scribbling, next is what do you think about Luka Doncic?
He's a top player. As in, he's a triple-double machine. He's actually better than many young players that have come in since 2013. He's he's like levels above everybody.
See,
Yeah.
he's a keeper, Sean.
Do you think he should have made the All-Star game?
Of course, what I mean.
Exactly.
Man is
But he's a keeper.
well, he's not a keep. Well, he's a small forward in the position, but enough girls would like him still. As in, he's not a bad-looking guy. I mean, he's 6'7", right? Enough girls would definitely want to look at Doncic in them life. He's rich. He's getting 8 million, 9 million a year.
Yeah.
I mean, he just has a really good face. in my book.
Exactly. I mean, the girls like him, and he's a good player too. Well, American women, yeah, they would gravitate towards him.
Yeah, I mean they have. But are we really saying for sure about the All-Star thing?
Of course.
Yes. What are you? Are you fucking retarded?
As in, Kesh knows.
I mean, if we're being honest here,
Yeah, and we're being honest. You're just being stupid.
I think Russian is worried that Doncic is going to take her away from him. But that's just how life is. It's easier said than done, I must say. But just go and hold it.
She
Yes.
would be an all-star. That's a reverse racism right there.
That's
you saying that
wrong.
black people? You say
That
yeah,
is
exactly.
wrong.
That's racism.
That is absolutely wrong.
Listen, look at the man's stats, right? Look at his stats. 20 points. Who does that? Right? 7 assists and 7 rebounds or some shit like that.
But
That's all-star quality.
I mean, yes, that's correct. But it's the Western Conference, man.
So, exactly. If he really dominate the Western Conference.
If he was in the East, he would have definitely been an All-Star. But this is the Western Conference.
It's always some stupid excuse that you have to swallow 6 months later. Fucking dumb Americans, swear.
Well,
I mean,
Some shitty excuse you make up. Oh, he's not fit to play NBA. Oh, but he achieved this just in Eurobasket. Oh, he's a little bit choppy. Oh, but it's his athleticism
Alright,
he's lacking.
okay.
Yeah, fuck
Alright.
you.
All right, let's move on.
Calm
Let's
down,
move
Russian
on.
girly. Let's
Sit
go.
down.
Let's move on. Let's move on. All right, Valeras.
Keeps
Always
dying.
some bullshit.
All right,
I'm
Valeras.
sick of your fucking American stupid bullshit.
I like this.
But Valeras, all right. You've been talking a lot about stocks and all that lately. Your Valeras Capital LLC, Bullsnit. What is that really about?
Valeras Capital LLC is just is a mutual fund that I started, right? It's just basically diversifying the investments in futures, in stock markets, in cryptocurrency, liquid foreign exchange as well, options as well, rare earth metals, commodities, and so on. So basically, it's just basically, the aim for Valeras Capital is just to improve or increase shareholders' value, right? That's basically it. With a small income, with a small starting income, like we're telling investors to start off with like $5, right? And over time, we can really flip that around in $1.25 a month for like 6 months. That's like 2 times, your investment. So that's just basically a rundown. You put money in Valeras Capital LLC and you get your residual income for a certain period, for a fixed period of time. And you keep investing and you still keep getting, more residual incomes, higher residual incomes and so on, the more you invest.
Wasn't Borrowed gonna invest in this?
Actually, I have some issues going on with like registration, tax compliance and so on. So I have to really get through that hurdle and so on, because I'm registering the company and so on. So it's so much legal things that goes behind it. And I don't want to be known as no Ponzi scheme or no pyramid scheme or anything like that. So I want to be legitimized so that shareholders can have confidence in what I'm doing, in what what Valeras Capital LLC is trying to achieve.
So in 10 years, it'll be a household name, huh?
Well, it would be a household, not necessarily like a household name that, your children that you're going to have with cash is going to know, right? But it's going to be a household name. Yeah, you guys are going to have children. Yeah, I know. I'm really happy for you.
Yo, bro, how are you gonna flip it to make more money for all people that didn't? I mean,
it's just so right now I'm gaining knowledge of the markets right now.
You studying business or something?
Well, yeah, as a part-time, studying the market, studying business, studying how mutual funds operate and how to be better than them. Actually, a fellow Jamaican, he's a Jamaican billionaire, Michael Eachin. He was the one that really, well, not personally, but he said that, let us invest in a very selected company that we have great knowledge in, instead of like a typical mutual fund that invests in like 200 businesses that they don't really understand fully. So that really gave me the idea for Valeras Capital LLC, and I want to incorporate that in the whole gaming world. Gaming people can be investors as well. They don't have to be nerds or virgins or anything like that. You guys can be rich as well.
Shame, Roshan could have applied.
Shut the
fuck up. Keep on going.
I think Kesh, you should apply as well. Like,
yeah, I should apply so I would have a pool of virgins just for myself, man. That would be great. That would be amazing.
Of course, with the capital that you get from Capital LLC, you can buy whatever you want.
What did you study in USA? I mean, just study.
I did civil engineering, but I realized that engineers are billionaires. Like Roshan did engineering, Kesh. So that's the upside, He did
still
engineering.
Broke as
No. He's not forever broke. He's ambitious, right? He's a hardworking. He's a conscious black man from Connecticut, which is one of the liberal state, upstanding, not redneck state, right? I think there's so much upside to Roshan. He's 6 foot tall. You should
do those. What are they like? Agencies, to connect people. You would like do descriptions for men, like trying to sell man to the
No,
ladies.
we're not. No. I don't sell Russian to you. He sells himself to you, and this is why you guys are going to have children, right? Because poor.
Of course.
I am done. I am done. Absolutely done.
Next topic.
Yeah, I'm done.
Ron, you have a best wingman possible, and you don't even have to pay for.
Yes, just the residual sayings of Valeras, you know. Yeah. Anyway, Valeras, when it comes to you and your stock thing, you got some haters, man. You got some haters. Like every other day, every other night, you're feuding with Lil Tank. What's his problem, bro?
I mean, I think Lil Tank. I think he has knowledge in cryptocurrency, but I think that it's a personal thing that he has against me. To be honest, he's knowledgeable, but it's like the guy just really have this emotional thing. And in business, in finance, you can't have emotion. Because it's Valeras Capital LLC, you're risking your money, right? And if you're going to be an emotional investor, you can miss out on big opportunities. If you're an emotional person, or if you're an emotional man, right? You'll be a bitch and you're rendered irrelevant. You understand? You can't be emotional like how Tank is emotional about Valeras Capital LLC or whatever I'm trying to achieve. And that's something that he needs to learn. That's something that you guys need to not do to be, successful.
So you gotta lay out the facts, huh?
I mean, sometimes I lay out facts to people, but sometimes they're just too ignorant. Sometimes they're too close-minded. And they're not necessarily supportive or not necessarily, them way there.
Got a lot of that. I was expecting you to trash him, but it didn't happen. Anyway, that's my section. You got anything else, Cash, before we move on?
I want to know his phone number. Nah, just move on to the next.
Oh, you can shoot me a little DM, Yeah, I'm here. I'm here, Just shoot me a little DM. I'll send my little phone number. We can have it.
It's not gonna work between me and you. I'm not on Instagram.
Well, you gotta make a Instagram then. Anyway, so Valeras, I'm pretty sure you don't know what this is, but we used to have a segment on the punkery show back when the gates were open. It was called Guess That Fag, and basically I'll give you a clue one by one, and after each clue you gotta tell me which CnR player it could be. Now I understand you haven't played CnR in a long time, so I made sure that the person that you have to guess is someone that you do know. And as we go on, the clues will get easier. So, you understand?
Sure.
Alright, so it's time to play Guess That Fag. Alright, so maximum of 8 clues here. If you don't get this after 8 clues, then you get thrown in the brick. Clue number 1. This player is a majority San Fierro player.
Fuck you.
No. Clue number 2. This player was in CUSA.
In CUSA, what the fuck? Vega.
Wrong. Clue number 3. This player is American.
Spinter Bonnier.
Wrong. Clue number 4. This player changed their Mumble name back in the day to mirror Princess Kenny.
Fugazi.
Fugazi Fanta. No, Fugazi Fanta went with and took Princess Ken away, but that's wrong. Clue number hold on. Clue number 5. This player wanted to make babies with Warlord when he was a trainee.
Fucking hell. You mean Urban Legend?
Wrong. Clue number 6. This player has a stupid giggle.
Lucas.
Yes! Lucas is correct. That's correct. Lucas is the guy. Other two clues would have been this player was denied from joining Little Tank's Discord, and clue number 8 would have been this player made a bad PC buying choice, because of course he is Lucas. That makes sense.
Yo, what the hell? Why don't you say that he's from South Carolina and get to win one goal?
Because that would be too easy.
Fuck off.
Let me see, I gotta type my password in. Okay, now let's get into the questions from the CnR congregation.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, the CnR congregation. Let's see here. I should have been here from the beginning. Question number 1. I guess you said you're not going to answer Tanner's question, even though it's a troll. Okay, Lucas. Sorry, Lucas. We already went on the Michael Jackson thing. So he asked, "Why do you bandwagon every team in existence?"
Oh, why do I? No, I don't bandwagon every team in existence. That's total trash. You know, I have my select teams. Like right now, I feel like I'm a Duke supporter. I'm a Man U supporter. I'm a American football. I support Carolina because of location, Atlanta Falcons because of family, you know, background, etc. No, I don't support bandwagon. I don't bandwagon every team in existence.
Just some, right? Just some.
What?
Just. Let's see here. Okay, Lucas, also you talked about a little bit about this, but he asked, "Why do you adore LeBron James when he is absolute fucking garbage?"
What? Alright. Firstly, I don't adore LeBron James in that way. I think LeBron James is a good role model. I think he has been a top player for many years. He's averaging like 27 points in his career. That's really impressive. He's a great player. He played for Miami Heat for like 4 years when I was a Miami Heat supporter. And he's very entertaining. He's not the best 3-point shooter. He does everything on the floor. He's 250 pounds. He's 6'8". I think he has great athleticism. And he's a great role model. Like he had this girlfriend from like high school days. Him not fuck on girls. Like he doesn't cheat.
Like Tiger Woods.
Yeah. So that's one thing I admire about him, and like what he does in the community. Like he has like a school, some Team LeBron school or some shit like that. His foundation has been doing so many good things, getting people in his community jobs and so on. Like he's a role model. Like listen, a modern day role model, not like a Michael Jordan that's like that says derogatory things about black people buying his shoes. LeBron James is really a role he's a great professional.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, Michael Jordan said Republicans buy shoes too. He wasn't very what's the word? I don't remember what the word is. Polarizing. He wasn't that polarizing. But LeBron, he'll give a snip. So I can understand. I know people that admire LeBron as a person like that. So GG. Last from Lucas, he asks, his grill asks, "Are you really from Jamaica, or are you faking your accent?"
I'm from Jamaica.
Signed, sealed, delivered. Next from Debo, he quoted Messed Up Smiley, basically. He asked, "Have you learned your lesson?" I guess
I think he's
referring to the thing on July 4th.
Yeah, I think, I definitely learned my lesson. And I think you guys should learn the same lesson too, right? The company that you keep is going to have an effect on your fate, right?
Yes.
I didn't hang out with these jokers, right? These guys were jokers, right? I hang out with them. I've never gotten banned in a good while. When I was a troublemaker back in 2011, of course I got banned. But I haven't gotten banned since 2011, right? And it was my first time getting banned like 8 years later on. And it's just because I did hang out with the wrong company. I did hang out with, instead of hanging out with Russian and so on, I did hang out with like Warlord and all these troublemakers and so on, these trollers and so on. So you guys, you need to watch out who you hang out with you want to be a millionaire, don't hang out with the broadcast friends. Unless these broadcast friends have aspirations to be a millionaire, right? Your network determines your net worth. If you want to have a net worth of $100 million, hang out with people that want to have a net worth of $100 million, or somebody who has have it already. You understand? So watch out for the company that you keep.
Yeah, I mean it's pretty true. Pretty true, whether it be here or otherwise. You know, you gotta make sure that you don't hang out with the stupids. You know, that's why I steer clear from all the stupids. You know what I mean? Because that ain't fun anyway.
Yes. Wow, that's a good question. All right.
Go smoke weed first and come back.
What's that?
I said you might want to go smoke weed first and come back to answer.
Oh, no. I think I can tackle this. All right, my thoughts on planet Earth. I think that the Earth has two characteristics, right? I'm not going to go too long on this, but I think the Earth is regenerative and evolutionary, right? Right, evolutionary in terms, of course, you know about the Pangea theory and so on, and you know different animals and the different species evolving, species getting extinct and so on, right? That's the evolutionary aspect of planet Earth. And regenerative, I think the Earth is regenerative because my belief is that the ozone layer, right, is replenishing itself. Contrary to many beliefs that ozone layer is gone forever. I think that the ozone layer, as in the Earth, has this mechanism where it heals itself. You look at natural disasters, right? Natural disasters, you see? Natural disasters change how the Earth looks, of course. But the tree that was blown from a hurricane, you know, another tree, you know, grows in its place, right? So that's my answer, I guess, to that question. What role humans play within it? I guess you guys, I think we have a role to just, you know, sustain the Earth. You know, make sure you don't dispose garbage inappropriately. You want to minimize the effects in a realistic way, in a less expensive way. I know that's that's not feasible right now because sustainability is expensive right now. So I think that we just need to find ways in which we can definitely minimize the impact, because guess what? We're going to have, I know that you Russian and you Kesh, you guys are going to have children together. And you don't want, you know.
Oh my God.
Well, bigger.
Oh my God.
Oh God. What you guys need from, you know, make sure you keep the environment safe for your children so that, you know, they don't.
How would Rashawn know if it's his or yours?
Well, you know, I don't fuck my friends. I don't fuck my friend's girlfriend. That's the bro code. That's against
Man,
bro.
you have some decency, man. I thought you just rate girls 1 from 10.
Well, I rate girls 1 from 10. I don't rate my friends' girls because there's so many girls around. Why are you going to the same girl?
Would you rate your friend's mother?
Oh no. Like there's so much girl me could have, me would have fucked it easy. I don't want to fuck some other girl that me know. But as in, not anything possible still, you know. But that's only if Russian allows me to, right?
Sharing is caring, Rashawn.
Yes.
Kappa.
I don't even know.
Next question.
Yeah. Oh, what was the next question?
Oh, okay. I forgot we were doing the show, but next question was, what do you find attractive about a prospective partner? Here we go.
Alright. Firstly, alright. Listen, to be honest, you may call me fake, you may call me superficial, but if I'm not attracted to a girl, I'm not really going to look at her as a partner. You understand? The girl have to look good first. Mm-hmm. But what really is, alright. In a partner, in a woman, you have an attraction factor and a retention factor. Attraction factor is her looks, her physical appearance, and so on. Her retention factor goes beyond that. That's where you can say, oh, her personality, right? A partner needs to have respect for me, definitely. She needs to have respect, right? She needs to have respect. If there's no fundamental respect, I'm not going to pursue her. Period. Secondly, I would say that how she treats other persons, right? Listen, is she full of love or is she full of resentment and hatred, right? I don't like resentment. I don't like hatred, right? Personally speaking, if I see somebody that has resentment and that treat people like trash, that's really going to reflect bad on me. That's really going to, degrade me as a person because my partner is a reflection of me. I can't have that, right? And basically another thing I find attractive is how well the partner supports me in, let's say, Valeras Capital LLC or various ventures that I may be involved in the future, right? Have to be supportive. And basically another thing and final thing is how she really presents herself. Does she present herself like a queen or does she present herself like a commoner? The commoner girl that really, get involved into every argument and so on, that's not attractive. But a regal, a classy Rolls Royce quality queen, right? Knows that she's a queen and don't have to say nothing or don't have to really, prove it. She knows it's her. She has that confidence. She has that aura that says, oh, I'm really, I have that aura that says, this guy is privileged to have this girl as his girlfriend. That type of vibe.
You also have some queenies that are just completely stupid. They expect the guy to do everything.
Exactly.
That's not that sort of a queen, though.
No, of course she has to be smart as well. Of course, I don't talk to dumb people. So if I'm talking to you right now, you must have some intelligence in you, whether it's friend or partner or whatever.
Is it okay if my intelligence is in my C cups?
Man. Further, we can drain out the knowledge.
We can make some business arrangements.
Yeah. Well, I have to go through your manager, Rashan. Yo, manager Rashan. We see about this.
There is no correct answer to what you're saying from me. Let's just move on. Next question from Parrish, which is I don't understand what you're saying, but she asks, what do you feel right now?
What do I feel right now?
Yeah.
In terms of what?
I don't know. I have no idea.
All right, let's think like an Australian. What do you feel right now? I guess I feel yum, or, well, physically speaking, I don't have no fan or no AC right now, so kind of hot, whatever way you want to take that, it's up to you, Well, yeah, I think that's how I feel. Yeah, I think that's the answer. Yo, calm down.
Well, let's hope you get a fan. And the final question from Parrish and from everybody else is, do you have siblings? And if so, how did they impact your childhood?
Yeah. I have older siblings, I have sisters, brothers, and basically, my childhood was very wholesome. It was very comprehensive, I would say. I get to experience different things, different, we do activities and so on together and so on. But I get my interest was cars and so on as a child and so on. And I think that, my older siblings introduced me to Disney Channel, and I was a Cartoon Network Nickelodeon boy. Right, so I get exposed to Disney. I get exposed to That's So Raven, while I watch my SpongeBob and shit like that. And then my younger sibling introduced me to Mac Miller, rap artists, and different stories and different different experiences and so on. So I really enjoy my childhood. It was just very wholesome. I could relate to anybody, that has grown up in late 90s, early 2000s, because my childhood was like broad. The experiences that I had.
Rest in peace to Mac Miller, by the way.
That's irrelevant, but yeah, I like Mac Miller.
Yes. Yeah, I like Mac Miller too. Well, how about that? A lot of content in this interview here. The question's been done. We're done. How about that? That was quick. It went by like nothing. It was pretty odd, but it was pretty informative as well. I tell you, Valeras, you gave us a lot of content, and it was great.
What?
Valeras, it's a shame you're a completely different time zone. Me and you, we cannot talk any.
And then, well, yeah, that sounds good, you know. I know that Russian is probably in a better time zone, so you guys could, Oh, I heard that you guys did something. You guys did something.
Sean wakes up for me, so.
Yeah, exactly. What a man, eh? Yo, I heard you guys did something though. I heard that during an advertisement break, you guys were on and on and on and on. You guys.
What?
Yeah, you guys did it. You guys
Yo,
the fan fiction he made.
No, it's real life.
The fan fiction. Yeah,
We're still live.
It's good. No, hold on. You want me to read the story?
Oh no, absolutely not.
No, absolutely not.
No reading the show. No reading the story. Alright, Valeras, it was a great time. I would let you do some shout outs, but since you're gonna find that story, we are going to go. So, thank you for being on, Valeras, after all this time. It's a great show.
Guys, I'm going to spread it.
It's a great show, but we'll see you next time for the Punkery Show. This is Rashawn, had Kesh and Vega for Valeras as well. See ya next time.